in the market, in the church, even when you are alone in your vehicle, anywhere, in the classroom. Safety measures at home. So holding. Number one, the items used at home should be kept in proper places before and after used. Before you use it, you know where it's being kept. Like cutlass, like knife, like sharp object. You have a specific place that you keep them. And in most houses, they have store where you can keep cutlass, where you can keep hose and some other farm tools, or if the person is an artisan, what he's using in his own field, he can keep it somewhere. Number two, we see the items like broom, buses like first aid bus, toys must not be kept on staircase after use. It can prevent free movement. It can lead to the fall of either a young person or an old person at home. It should not be kept at the staircase. There must be a separate place where those items should be kept. Number three, the windows at home must have iron bars to prevent children from falling out. The child will just like to play anywhere, anytime, but you put the iron there that can prevent just the fall. Iron bar, what we call the burglary, that can prevent the fall of the child. Even adult at times that may carelessly sit down. Number four, the handrail when you are moving up the staircase of the house. The handrails where you can put your hand, either old or young, that is need for that to prevent the fall off of man. Handrails for proper grip and light must be kept at the staircase, especially at night. Everybody will be able to see. Number five, always keep kitchen and living room floor dry and clean. This will prevent the fall of either the people that work in the kitchen or anybody that will go to kitchen to take one thing or the other. Number six, the small gate must be provided at the top and the bottom of staircase where parents have children. If you are living upstairs, whether first floor, second floor, or top floor, you just have to have a gate that will prevent. The moment you go out, you don't want the child that less than 2 or 3 years to follow you. You have to lock the gate. Small over there at the top, and the one that is at the bottom, you have to lock it, or at the base of the staircase, you have to lock it to prevent the child from moving up or coming down without you telling him or her to do that. Number seven, the bath mats must be at the doorstep of bedroom to prevent falling. When you are stepping out of the bedroom, you put the bath mat where you can put your leg in order to allow the water to go from the leg, then you can freely move. If you just step out with water, particularly where there is tiles, then the person may step on the water there and slip, or the one that is in your foot can lead to the fall of such an individual. We see all these ones are things that we have to consider in the house that we are living. Number eight, the step stool to reach high points out of reach. This one will be in the kitchen, should be provided for housewife. We know that those days in villages, we have the kitchen where we can put the food stuff. We can put the cooked food. When the child returns from the school, you have to pick your food. We keep it up there because of the goat or the domestic animal. In order not to allow the goat to pick the food before you return or before the returns of the child from the school, you keep it up. When the child returns, the child may not be able to just take the food like that. We need to use this stool or table to bring the food. Then, if care is not taken, the table without complete legs, either 2 or 4, the child can fall. Likewise, a wife in the kitchen, you keep some things up, you need to bring down. Then we must provide a stool that is having complete legs or balance on the surface to prevent the fall of a child or a woman or a man that wanted to take something from the up. Number 9, the unwanted furniture and discarded items must be properly kept in store This one will allow people to move freely, will not strangulate or will not prevent free movement, either in the kitchen, in the sitting room, or around the house. Number 10, the children must not be allowed to fly kites from the roof of the house. Kites should be flown by the children or student on the main field, not even on the main road. That one can lead to serious accident. We prevent some children may want to fly it even within the house, within the room, sitting room or the bedroom. They don't want to know the length, the breadth. All that they want to do is, this my object, I want to play with it. That is what they want. But we have a compound where there is safety. In flying the kite, the child will not look at the front, only look at the object that is lifting from the surface, going up. Because of that, he may fall down himself and sustain serious injury. And if it is from the building where you have the story building coming up the staircase, then the child will be looking at the kite, forgetting that it's moving down the staircase. The child can fall. We see the next one that we have in that place. We have seen the condition that is suitable at home for us to be in safety. What we have next is safety measures at school. Safety measures at school. It is very, very important in every school, primary school, secondary school, higher institution. Like I said, that safety is very important everywhere. In any organization, safety measures at school. Number 1, there is need to teach students skills that are problem solving, e.g., doing activities in group of 2, in group of 3, in group of 4. They can help themselves. The tools that they make use of, if there is any, they can manage it. But this must be done under the supervision of a careful teacher that will look at what they are doing, ensure they are actually doing the work. If there is need to use any tools, it will be of great safety for them. Number 2, there is need to report the life-threatening situation to school authority, e.g., the use of hard drugs. If you have seen any child that come to school with use the drug or sharp object, you have to report it as fast as possible to the teacher if it is in the class, and to the school authority if it is a school within the school premises. Number 3, there is need to monitor student activities by the teachers. On the field, we monitor the student activity. In the lab, science lab, we monitor the student activity. Some years ago, precisely in 1987, a teacher was in chemistry lab to teach his students. One of the students, instead of listening to the teacher, did not listen. What he was targeting was the chemical that he will take, the acid that he will take to poison the child that was giving birth to him, but he was not willing to accept the child. He did that. He deliberately poisoned the child. When he got home, he escaped through the window. They caught him, and he spent only 19 years in prison before he returned home. That is not good. Every teacher must be careful. When you are teaching, monitor the students to see what they are doing. That it is not another thing, it's what you wanted them to do. Number 4, there is need to report the presence of stranger to school authority if there is any. That this person we don't know. In a normal situation, when you get to the gate, they can give you a pass, or there is a particular badge they will give to you if you are coming for the first time. So every child that will see you, or the student that will see, we know this is a visitor in our school premises. Number 5, the school design must be improved upon. Offices to be located in center places, hallways for the convenience entrance and exit, and are very neat. You have the light, you know when people are coming in, when people are going out. You can see them. The head of the school, if the office is at the center, you will see most of the people that are coming in and those who are going out. Number 6, the restroom must be located where students can be seen as they will go to that place or they will come back. We see their activities in order to prevent the unnecessary behavior from them. The restroom must be located where students' activity will be well monitored. Hanging out prevents. You prevent them from hanging out. Someone will tell you, I want to use the restroom. It is when you want to collect the assignment given to them either last week or yesterday. I will say, sir, ma, I want to use the restroom. So if you monitor them very well, or the restroom is located where they will see when they go, when they come, that will prevent them from just whining away their time. They have to do their work. Number 7, the student and staff members to report strangers without identification to the appropriate authority. You must tell. The security post is there, the head of the school is there, will report as early as possible in order to prevent any wrong action. Number 8, the parents need to give the names of adults who will help them pick their children with the real identity to the school security personnel when signing a student out. When signing a student out, you must tell, this Mr. Adegoke will help me pick my child by 3:30 today. You give the real identity of Mr. Adegoke. If Mr. Adegoke is having child in that school, is not having child, identity must be known by the security personnel or by the management of the school. Number 9, the students should not talk to stranger, either within the school premises or along to their various houses. Number 10, the students should acquit themselves with the identity of the school staff members. Likewise, the parents. I know Mr. A is my child school teacher or the class teacher. Mr. Okilola, Mr. Diwali, Mr. Kinlola, all these ones we need to know. If there is need for you to call, that I want to speak with my child, that is during the break, you might call. If there is anything you want to verify. Number 11, the student need to see the school staff members as their friends in an ideal environment, not just the person that is just coming. No, in an ideal environment, in an environment that is not ideal, then everybody needs to be careful. We must take security of lives into consideration. Number 12, the student needs to stay close to the good friends and work in group, particularly within the school premises or when going back to their various homes. Those that have their houses very close to the school premises, when going out or going back, they have to go in a group. That will help them. Number 13, the student must limit their use of restroom to short and long breaks, not just anytime. The teacher have to control that. In your class, if you have 2-3 students that wanted to use restroom at the same time, the teacher should be wise enough to control. You will go one after the other, not just to allow the 3 of them to go. They might leave the classroom, they will start to play, and at the end, the teacher will be at the receiving end. The parents that are paying for paying the school fees may also be at the receiving end. Some of the children, they don't understand what they are doing as at now. Number 14, the student must carefully choose friends to avoid students who could not manage offenses properly. You know the person that will get offended, just slice, play, or mistake, will get offended and can use dangerous objects on his friends. We should advise our children, and the teachers also need to tell them, don't be a friend of somebody that pick offense at every matter, right or wrong. Number 15, the parents should always advise their children to be particularly careful with classmates with dangerous weapons in the school and report such to the school authority for appropriate action. Tell them, this one has brought blade, has brought knife, has brought gun. It is possible. We know that those days it was not possible. We do not see it. What we thought was limited to the city those days, now coming to places like the state capitals and some other places. What the student can do. When we do all these ones, we put safety into consideration. We will be secure. Our students will be secure. The purpose of attending school will also come to realization. And we see that safety is very, very important. Safety is very, very important. When you are in a safe environment, you will be able to do what you are there to do, either to learn, to teach, to carry out your normal duty in your office, in marketplace, or worship center. You'll be able to do what you need to do and return to your various home. Even along the way, back to your home, you ensure there is safety. In your house, you ensure there is safety before you sleep. And when you wake up, you also look around your door before you sleep. And then when you wake up, you look around. Everything, safety is very, very important.